coffee. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. It's episode 417, and we have some black guy and LOGICKED joining us right now. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having me.
It's pretty exciting. I've been wanting to talk with some black guy in public for a long time.
To prove that you have a black friend. Before we even get into that, let's get this shit out of the way. Go ahead.
I want to thank the associate producers from the Patreon, $50 Patreon perks. The associate producers that helped this show roll: Stephen Finn, Stephen Wachowski, I'm Baton, Kygon, Tits McButts, Veej, Brian Britt, Brandon Cipriano, the Meds Peds, Emmanuel Morales. Gracie.
Yes, and then also I wanted to remind everyone that our Patreon private show where me and Billy will have a last man standing drinking contest is coming up on the 17th, Saturday, February 17th. We'll be having the drinking contest, and before that we'll be doing the Discord. You can sign up now and still catch it. So go check it out. Go to the Patreon and sign up. And that's basically it.
We might hump. It's like 3 days after Valentine's Day.
Why do you always want to hump?
Well, I'm just saying, we're going to be drunk.
We were stuck in an elevator for over an hour together.
It was like an hour and a half.
And he was creeping on me.
I just thought it was protocol. After 40 minutes, you're supposed to fuck.
Have you guys ever been stuck on an elevator before?
I've never been in an elevator.
You lie.
It's on my bucket list.
It's on my bucket list.
I showed
that's exhilarating.
I showed Billy LOGICKED's rap video earlier.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if it was for the cringe rap segment.
Oh, you mean Poison in the Wells? That's one of the best video. That's the best video on my channel.
Is that your mansion?
What?
Isn't there like a mansion in there with the Mercedes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely their mansion, and not just a place that they had to talk the cops into letting them stay.
The cops?
Oh yeah, no, I think they had a behind the scenes or something. They said, yeah, the cops showed up and they had to like explain to them, oh no, we're just filming a thing, and can we just stay here for a little while and finish?
Are you the police?
What?
Why do you have red and blue glasses? Now am I being watched?
Yes, you're being watched.
It's all right.
Oh, okay, cool. You're
being watched on the fucking internet right now.
Oh,
that's what you're doing. Did you forget?
Shit.
Yeah.
Some black guy. Should we call you some black guy, or should we call you Derek?
Or just guy?
Or guy. Some guy. I'm post-racial.
Oh. I mean, whatever floats your boat. You can call me even. Whatever floats your boat. Derek's cool, but
Derek?
you want to call me anything that's not too derogatory, it's fine with me. You know what I mean?
I don't want to call you anything derogatory. I'm an SJW.
I see no bullshit in the chat right now.
Yeah.
And that's funny because originally our show was called the No Bullshit Podcast, and we used that exact same like bull taking a shit with the slash through it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah.
No bullshit. That's an SJW, right?
No.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of YouTube.
I mean, it's probably for the best, you know.
So LOGICKED, you were on like years ago. Have you been working on anything new or anything new going on?
I'm doing the same old thing as ever, man. People are like, "Hey, what are you doing? You're living back in 2012."
Hey.
Remember the world was supposed to end in 2012?
Yeah, I remember that. I had to talk a lot of people out of, believing that.
Selling their houses for buckets.
Well, it happened.
Food buckets.
It happened with Y2K also.
Yeah.
I had to convince so many people that it wasn't going to be that big of a deal.
I had everyone in my family had their own bunker bucket for Y2K. It was full of like fruit roll-ups and bottled waters and shit.
People were actually like, I didn't catch it. Okay, obviously I was really young. I think I was in like 6th grade for Y2K or something, but I didn't catch any of that. The whole freak out was not. Everyone was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up. Nothing's gonna happen." I fell asleep and I woke up around 2 a.m. and I'm like, "Okay, we're good," and I just went right back to sleep. You know.
I just thought it had something to do with Chris Jericho, so I was super excited.
That would have been preferable. That would have been nice. But no, I actually did know people that did freak out for the 2012 thing. I have a friend, and she worked with this guy that was super, religious, and he maxed out his credit card, like just completely. And he was pretty up there, and he started just buying whatever. He got a Mustang and all this shit, thinking that this is it. And I was like, oh man, I need to follow up with that guy. I never did.
Between the 2012 thing and the Y2K thing, I would say at least the Y2K thing had like a believable reason, like the computers getting fucked up and fucking everything up. Basing the end of the world on an ancient Mayan calendar just seems totally fucked to me.
It's juicy though. I mean, at least it was wildly entertaining, and I hope we get another one. I hope we find another calendar that says 2020 or some shit, and then has somebody
like every year. You don't need a calendar for it.
Well, there's like these.
You got these predictions every fucking year.
There's these crazy people I know through like history, like all my Facebook friends and stuff, and they'll always message me like every 6 months that there's a secret hidden star coming for Earth, and they believe it every 6 months. And every 6 months they hit me up and like, well, that one was deterred by a spaceship, but they want to warn me again. And I'm like, people live their life in fear of some serious bullshit, and it gets perpetuated on YouTube. There's videos everywhere corroborating this Starman attack and weird shit like that. People are crazy and they will buy into anything. My dad wanted to do Hail Bop when I was a kid. You remember that?
He wanted to commit suicide.
Yeah, the suicide and
what?
Travel. Yeah, Hail Bop Comet was a big thing in the 90s. My dad smoked a lot of crack back then, and he was like,
okay, well there you go.
He was like, no, he was like, I want to go to space. He was like, I'm really thinking about following these guys.
Group of people with sneakers. And I think they were castrated too. All committed suicide.
They drank like Kool-Aid or some shit and had their nice white Nikes and all just mass suicide. My dad couldn't afford to do it because he smoked all his fucking money with the crack.
I guess that's good.
Couldn't afford the castration.
Afford to die? What the fuck?
Well, I know. It was
Couldn't
a cult.
afford the rubber band.
But it's just like people always think it's the end of the world, and the big secret is the world's never gonna end.
No. The world will end.
No, we're going forever, man. We're in this forever.
No.
I'm gonna live forever.
No, you're not.
Okay.
So far, I have.
I mean, definitely the world is going to end at a certain point, but I think the only way that it's going to like really end itself is, probably millions of years, obviously however many years it takes for there to be a supernova or something like that. And or if we get gaudy enough to blow it up, that's a possibility. So there's that.
Sure. There's ways mankind could cause the end of the world, and then there's just the sun changing phases because stars go through different lifespans and they change size, things like that.
We're gonna have a
that's pretty
supernova.
fucking cocky to think that we would end the world. We would end ourselves and leave the world alone.
Oh no, that is the general consensus, I would say. But there's just a possibility with, at a certain point, like say it's getting to the point where people gonna have dirty bomb, like suitcase nukes, for example. Yeah. So it can get to the point where somebody has the technology. Well, hey, I can blow the world up, and then they just fucking do it.
Yeah,
you can burn up the surface a little bit. You can kill all the life, or a lot of the life, not all the life, probably, and it's pretty fucking hard to blow the whole goddamn planet up.
Yeah,
I agree.
You need a real big nuke for that.
Yeah.
When I was saying ending the world, I did mean like ending life on Earth, not necessarily destroying.
I don't think we'd manage that. Something would survive.
Will we still have the cloud? Would the cloud still exist if humans died?
I guess that depends on what the atmosphere is like.
Like all of our information, internet information.
Oh, you mean that cloud?
The cloud, yeah. Would we still have? Would the cloud survive humans? Will we have like our nudes out there after we were long dead, and some alien comes here in 4,000 years, finds the cloud?
The only two things are going to be left is plastic and sex bots. That's it. They're gonna after we wither and die. There's gonna be plenty of sex bots left over, and then fucking plastic all over the ocean. It's gonna be nice.
I don't mind that at all. I wish I could be here for that. It'd be like some fucking porn version of Wall-E.
I like that. Make it.
Let's do this together.
A porn version of Wall-E?
Yeah, let's camp out and make a porn of Wall-E.
No thanks.
We'll go to like a dumpster and just start fucking cans and shit in the dump.
You have a lot of pent up sexual energy.
It's not even pent up. I'm just letting it out.
That's just you every day, right?
Yeah, I'm oozing.
It is him.
I'm oozing sexual frustration.
And on the 19th through the 20th, noon to noon, we're going to do a 24-hour show, and I'm going to be stuck in this room with him.
Pimp Monk's going to be in here too, though.
Yeah.
So I might actually tighten my ship a little bit knowing that guy's around. He said if I pass out like I did the last 24-hour show, he's going to stick his fucking nuts on my face. And I swear if he does that, you're going to see a murder live on YouTube. I will not let that happen. Just saying.
I mean,
all right.
that makes for a good stream. So
that's self-defense right there. Keep your nuts out of my face or you will die. You will not live to see the day that you put your nuts in my face. I'm sorry.
There's nobody that gets permission?
Nobody gets permission to put nuts in my face.
No?
Maybe like Blair White. I don't know. Like I assume a transgender woman with a big old set of nuts could maybe blank my face with them and I would give them a pass. I'm trying to think who has nuts. Maybe Ryan Reynolds in the Deadpool suit. I would let him teabag me.
What?
But it's a very small amount of people that can get away with teabagging
extra sweaty?
Yeah, I would
in the
think
suit.
So.
We flops them out of the suit. I imagine they kind of dry themselves.
How does
on
he
the
get him out of the suit? Is there like a zipper?
I could cut a hole.
Like a ball zipper?
I would cut a hole to pull his balls out with. Is that... I don't know how suits work.
Ready for Hail Bob?
Yeah. I'm just going on Hail Bob now.
I guess it's time to get into the fucking videos so we can stop talking about this shit. So here's a video about how the Dow Jones Industrial Average went down 10%.
And as the White House was writing out this latest storm, traders on Wall Street were writing out the latest plunge on the Dow. The stock market once again in a free fall today. The Dow losing more than 1,000 points today, sinking below 24,000, down 10% in 2 weeks. That's what's considered an official correction now. But with unemployment low and a strong economy, what's really behind this? And what does it mean for your retirement, your 401k? ABC's Lindsay Janis tonight at the New York Stock Exchange.
I think what's behind it, I don't know, you can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I think people saw a pretty sharp drop and they got scared and they started selling shit too, which causes it to go down even more.
Do you think this has anything to do with the Bitcoin drop, the cryptocurrency drop, that this market's kind of scared too?
I don't think cryptocurrency has that much of an effect on the Dow. I don't know though.
Well, people invest on both, right? And some people might be.
Well, I was always
scared.
told. I was always told, you know, from the beginning when I first heard of cryptocurrencies that would be something safe to get into in case we had another stock market plunge like back in 2008.
But the stock market's been so high.
Back in 2008, it would have been safe.
If they had it. The stock market's been so high. I think it's just correcting itself a little bit because it's grown so much. It's still higher than it was fucking 6 years ago, right? Like, we're still high. It's just dropping as opposed to climbing like it has been since Trump came in and became daddy president.
No, well, the stocks reached their highest point ever at first, and he was boasting that for a while. But now, so he was taking credit for stocks going up, but he's not taking credit for them going down. So
of course not.
It's only him when they go up.
I mean,
it's literally for everything, though. Yeah. Like everything that's like, jobs are better. Oh, black people are doing better. I did it. Thank you. Thank me for. Yeah, I'm like, God damn, man.
You should thank him. Look, you're doing better.
I'm doing so much better. Thank you, Trump.
Thank you, Trump.
The look on their faces says it all. Anxious traders on Wall Street as the Dow closed more than 1,000 points lower. Coming on top of Monday's massive sell-off, the largest one-day drop in history, the Dow is now down more than 10% from its high in January. That's considered an official correction. Tonight, investors tell ABC News the fast and furious sell-off is actually about anxiety the economy is doing too well, too quickly, and fears the Federal Reserve may have to hike rates more aggressively this year in order to keep inflation under control.
The real concern is that if we get good news, it suggests that actually maybe our economy might be overheating.
The president tweeting after Monday's losses. In the old days, when good news was reported, the stock market would go up. Today, when good news is reported, the stock market goes down.
Well, is good news even real anymore? Isn't
that's
everything
such a uniform statement? I mean, it depends on what the news is.
Isn't there always one version of the news that's fake versus real, and like they're cross?
Now that news is fake, the stock market goes down.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
Bigly.
The stock market's too bigly to succeed. It's true.
This is interesting. Did you guys see? Did you guys see his? You know how everybody digs up his old tweets.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're gonna get into that. What he tweeted about the stock market crashing like this, or at least going down like this. Did you guys see the tweet about that?
No.
Okay, so he tweeted, and I wish I had it on me. That if it ever goes down, like say as much as it did, like this time, I think he said in like 2015 or something like that. He said the president should be shot out of a cannon.
He also, the last time Obama got elected, he said that the Electoral College was anti-democracy. But you don't hear him saying that this time.
Like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
He was a Democrat like 10 years ago, right?
He's been all over the spectrum.
So he's the epitome of flip-flop.
I mean, well, to be fair, I at least think that his flip-flopping is like genuine. It's not like he's just trying to go with the wind, I would say, at least in my opinion. I don't see him like a seasoned politician where it's like, oh shit, this isn't cool anymore. Like Hillary Clinton and Obama, when they're like, oh wait, gay marriage is cool now. It's the shit, you know, just because the consensus is it's going this way. But before, just a little bit before then, I'm Christian. Fuck them queers, and stay out of it. Civil unions are cool, but you know, like that. I think that's fucking just bullshit.
Yeah, I've always loved queers.
Hey, where's the where it's at, man? I mean, you got
mistake. Tonight, some economists also say the president's tax cuts could actually be adding to all of this by stimulating an already improving economy. And the question, who pays for those cuts later on? Still, if you put $1,000 in a 401k 1 year ago, the average investor would still be up about 12%.
Yeah, so there was a sharp drop, so maybe that's bad for day traders, but people who have been investing over the years, you're still seeing gains. So, I don't know. I've always had a problem with the president taking credit for the stock market doing anything.
I feel like Trump gets to take some credit, though, because he lifted all the restraints that businesses had over the last 8 years from Obama that kept them from destroying our earth.
Well, I'm glad he brought us Linda McMahon.
For small business?
Yeah.
2 people in the White House that have taken a Stone Cold Stunner. That's actually pretty fucking cool to me.
That's pretty. I mean, you can Stone Cold Stunner, Jesus. That was that's the most embarrassing fucking thing ever. I hate watching. I'm embarrassed for her.
I'm white trash though, so I love that type of shit. I'm like,
I mean, hey, I love. I just, if you look at my Instagram feed, for example, I was just looking at it a little while ago. It's just all nothing. It's nothing but wrestling clips. I was like, you know what? I have to unfollow some of these pages because I can't see anything else. So, I love the stuff.
Yeah, I'm not just a white trash for wrestling, though. I really liked it when Bill Clinton came on that girl's dress and then fucked her with a cigar. That's just my type of... I like presidents that do trashy shit. My only problem with Obama is that he didn't do trashy shit. When somebody told me Michelle Obama had a penis and Obama married a trans woman, I had more respect for him. I want that sort of trashiness out of my president.
Did you guys hear this recorded conversation with George W. Bush where... he says that Russia meddled in the election?
George W. Bush?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's kind of... I don't know what the context of it was, but here it is. I just saw this today on one of the...
one other thing about Putin. He's not... I would have said a couple of years ago, he's not a direct threat to the homeland, except for the elections. and it's problematic that a foreign nation is involved in our election system, because democracy is really only as good as the people trust the results. And there's pretty clear evidence that the Russians meddled. Whether they affected the outcome is another question, but they meddled, and that's dangerous.
I want to point out that George W. Bush did a painting of Vladimir Putin naked in the shower.
I don't know if that was real. I heard that was
no, that's real.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, that is real.
I heard that was a troll.
No. He did. He was a painter. That's what he did after he retired.
Well, I heard he painted himself, and then someone put Putin in.
No, I'm
with
pretty
him.
sure that it's real.
I hope it's
sounds
real.
Fucking ridiculous. I feel like that needs to be checked.
George Bush was a white trash president.
Let's see.
But his wife killed a man with her car, right? So that's even better.
No, I don't think. No, that
Did
was
Laura Bush kill a man with her car?
Man, you're mixing all sorts of shit up.
I like presidents with a dark side. Naughty
With
presidents. I
Well,
love scandal presidents.
I think the most interesting president was definitely Bill Clinton, and then Hillary Clinton is such an interesting person, and a lot of the stuff that you hear behind the scenes, that she, like, how terrible she is, or there was like allegations that she kind of caused somebody to commit suicide because she was just so shitty to him, and then things that like, it's all these weird things, and I'm like, this real stuff. This real stuff is more interesting than like fiction, like
this Putin. Okay, this Putin is not real.
Yes, it is.
It's added on. The Putin's added on. The actual painting was just George Bush naked in the shower, and they put Putin in as a joke.
No, they were naked in the shower together.
Oh my God, Ben! This is some weird fanfic. Did you paint that,
You're the
Ben?
one that always brings the fake news in. I'm just letting you know.
Wow, throwing it on me. Yeah. Fake news.
I think we scared Logic to the point where he's like, I'm just going to be quiet now.
I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
You're talking about all this American political stuff, and I'm like, whatever. You talk about your foreign affairs.
Do you guys have a president?
No, they have a prime minister.
No, yeah, we don't have a president. Why would we have a president? It's fucking.
Who's your prime? Who's your prime minister?
Wait,
Justin Trudeau.
You should know this, man. You should know
I
this.
know it's Trudeau. Isn't he going through some shit right now? Aren't they calling him out for being a little sucker right now?
I mean, they've always been doing
Everyone's
that.
always calling him out for being a little sucker. What are you talking about?
I was just thinking the other day.
That's his entire. That's his entire career.
I'm just saying this would be a good opportunity for someone from Canada to interject some Canadian politics.
The one thing I like about him is that he's legalizing weed.
Trudeau,
man.
yeah.
It's like, we sit here shivering in the cold. We don't have time to worry about this stuff. We're worrying about finding firewood for the night, dude.
How far away are you from some really good poutine right now?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I can't find poutine in Seattle anywhere. Not good.
There's one bar. There's a bar 3 miles from me. It's a whiskey bar, and they had this poutine that was so fucking good. And then
was it actually cheese curds though?
No, see, it was, and then they fucked it and they changed it into, I don't even know what it is now. It's just some weird fat steak fries with some bullshit gravy and some bullshit egg. I don't know. It used to be. And I was like, what happened? What the fuck do you guys do? I don't know. I'm sad.
Nobody wants to use cheese curds.
Poutine, everything, everywhere. And it's not just normal poutine anymore. It's like pulled pork poutine and like poutine with like sour cream and fucking burrito toppings. And
it's just turning into fucking like supreme fries.
Yeah, it's just everything. Like anything you want, they'll call it poutine. They'll put fucking donair toppings. Do you know what donairs are? Like
kebabs.
Weird meat that you shave off, and then like it has like a sweet weird sauce and tomatoes and shit. They'll make that into a poutine, and it's like everywhere. And you got restaurants just for poutine. And every bar
I saw that the
like
last time I went to Toronto. The last time I went to Toronto, there was like a poutine place that my friends took me to, and it was just like they put anything on poutine. Basically.
Belgian frites, I think Belgian frites had the barbecue poutine and shit. But I mean, still, at least they use the cheese curds at those places. If you're gonna throw extra shit on it, I'm okay with that as long as you have the basics in place. You fuck around with my basics, I get pissed.
Yeah, it's almost one of those things though that like I think it's so common now that people are kind of bored of it and they have to just switch it up. Like as long as you have the normal one on the menu, fucking do whatever they want, right? Because people are like, well, I've had poutine 18,000 times in the past 2 years, so who gives a shit?
But it's Canada. Like, you don't have many options.
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin. So what would a Russian poutine be like? Instead of gravy, they use borscht.
It's just fucking vodka and pickles. That's it.
True that.
That's what we should have for the drinking contest.
Vodka and pickles.
Yes.
That's keto, actually. Well, the vodka's not, but the pickles are.
Yeah, I like how you
Let's do a fucking Russian drinking contest. We'll invite Vladimir Putin to spy on us during the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure he's down.
He don't give a shit. He's not doing nothing.
All right. So you know what I'm going to do, because Logic is here and he doesn't give a fuck about,
because he doesn't, because he hates America.
He is. He's anti-American.
Even though he wants to have red, white, and blue in his avatar. I won't show his face, but he puts.
I don't see any white.
The background's white.
Oh, okay, whatever.
It's red, white, and blue.
Count.
You want to take our American colors and wear them proudly in your avatar, your anime avatar.
I mean, to be fair, the British flag is red, white, and blue. Also,
scoff.
There's a bunch of.
I'm from America.
We do fly the British flag still, so
yeah.
I think that's fair.
Okay, whatever.
You're just not worldly, Bill.
You're America's top hat. Get over it.
No, you're our prison bitch.
Fair enough.
You know, Canada couldn't fuck. America could drop all the bars of soap, and Canada couldn't fuck America. Canada would be like, "Oh, excuse me, bro, you dropped your soap. Could I pick that up for you?"
And then, like, we're already on top with our dick in you.
Is that what it looks like? Because I thought we just had you holding our belt loop.
So is your dick really small then? and then we're sporting Florida
for real.
The whole pointy part down by Ontario.
I thought you were,
because it's embedded in the U.S.'s asshole.
I grew up near there, so I know all about.
You know,
that.
you're even fucking face down on your hands and knees, dude. You got your dick dangling out the bottom.
Man, I thought you were our little parrot, and we just throw a couple crackers your way.
Oh my god! All right, we're just gonna move into crazy people.
If anybody has like pirate-based crazy people videos, send in some crazy pirates. Can't be like troll shit though. They have to be actual pirates.
Like Somalian pirates?
Maybe Somalians or
that gets you every time.
I was thinking about pirates. I wasn't prepared.
All right, so here's an old favorite of DP. This is G-Man.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, I told you guys these atheists were living in limbo. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Preachers Required Ministries. I'm supposed to be closing my store right now. I'm not even supposed to be doing this, but who cares? Because I got some great news here, guys. There is no more separation of church and state no more. I know that's not necessarily good, and there's some Bible prophecy that we got to take into an account, because the next thing they're going to do is make us pay taxes, but we'll get to that in a minute.
So what is with this switch, this sudden switch? Yeah, no more separation of church and state. I mean, maybe it's a bad thing because there's a Bible prophecy that says this is going to be terrible, but hey, whatever.
And then churches having to pay taxes. That's the main reason he's concerned.
Did they actually lift the separation of church and state?
No.
Or is he, okay, I'm like,
what the hell is he talking about?
This guy is as delusional as they come.
Yeah, he says that there's no starving nation, no starving Christians in the world. Right?
Yeah.
So
that
right there,
I like this guy already.
Yeah, he's like, prove to me that the starving children in the world are Christian. You can't. And then he does the no true Scotsman thing. So he maintains that if you're a real Christian, God would not let you starve. So
okay, that's that.
I must be the most Christian because I eat all the time.
There is no more separation of church and state. What these atheists are saying,
close the fucking freezer.
Right. We've been telling these guys this over and over and over and over again. And now Donald Trump has basically destroyed the Johnson law that prevented us from being able to talk about the politics and endorsing candidates. Oh my.
Oh, so Trump is just where the religion started endorsing candidates?
I don't know where he got this from.
What the fuck?
If this was real, there would be news stories everywhere about it.
Oh, yeah.
I do want him to close the freezer, though.
That's really disturbing. That's very distracting.
I'm kind of bummed he has his clothes on. Remember that naked guy that was running around last week with the fucking in his workplace? He was in the Tim Hortons though, and he had his fucking dick out the whole time.
Canadians,
there you go. Man.
Crop dusting Timbits.
For real. This guy crop dusted the damn donuts, farting on the donuts, farting on the Timbits. It's not right. G-Man, the least you can do is get naked for us right now.
God, the things I'm
G-Time Johnny would get naked for us.
This week, oh Lord. But you want to know what, guys? It gets actually, you know, it ain't gonna get better because there's Bible prophecy involved, and I'm gonna give you the bad news.
It gets better. Well, actually,
I even warned a certain agnostic here on the internet that you better go on YouTube and talk about this before I get on here, which he didn't take my advice. Just sent him the link, and I told him, read it and weep. There is no more separation of church and state. I told one of the customers, they were cracking up. They was like, yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, they were cracking up. Yeah, no, they were laughing at you.
They're laughing at him, like, obviously.
We're just here to buy some empty barrels.
So this guy's proof that God is real is that he prays for things and either God does them or doesn't do them.
Oh.
No, because sometimes God does what I pray for, and sometimes he doesn't, so he's real.
Yeah, but his prayer is still answered. It's just sometimes God doesn't want to do it, so.
God's like, no, I'm busy.
I love that. I love how deep you can get into that. I love how deep the cognitive dissonance can actually really just... You know, I have my friend's mom. She's deeply religious, and I used to live with them for a while. And she was watching a story of Noah's Ark or whatever. And then I kind of walked in. I just wanted to see, you know, I wanted to poke at her, just see what's up. And I was like, hey, don't you think it's a little weird that Noah lived to be like 900 years old or some shit like that? And then she said this, and not even fucking around. She was like, yeah, I guess people used to just be older back in the day. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm done. I have nothing else to say. Like, that was too good of an... I thought maybe there was going to be a point of like, oh, yeah, maybe that's not true or some shit. But just like, no, it's true.
We gotta be honest, though. If I believed in an omnipotent entity who can just do whatever the fuck he wants, however the fuck he wants, I wouldn't be quibbling over this. It's the same thing as like with Genesis, where they're like, yeah, the plants were created after the sun. That doesn't make any sense. And it's like, well, I'm pretty sure God, if he was creating a world, could like keep a plant alive for a day or two or whatever.
All right.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He can keep people alive for 900 years if he fucking wants to. Who cares?
We didn't invent weekdays until 1250 BC. So Noah actually he was 900 years because we had 5 less days a week.
I don't believe Noah.
A year was 104 days.
I mean,
I don't think
he was still very old.
I don't think anybody here actually believes Noah existed. Most likely, that's not really the point.
I believe Noah existed, but I think he had more than 2 of each animal in his ark.
I don't think
we could have repopulated the earth with just 2 of each animal.
Yeah, he had to pack all those fuckers in matchboxes.
Yeah, there was like at least 4 yaks. Like there was no way 2 yaks repopulated all the yaks on Earth. Had to be 4.
What are the Himalayan cougars gonna eat?
Yeah, and the fucking Sasquatch was gay, so he never got to repopulate. Sasquatch is butt fucked into non-existence. Noah's Ark was the real deal, man.
There's lots of gay butt sex going on.
Yeah, dinosaurs couldn't fit, so they had to go. Goodbye, T-Rex. You can't get on this boat. It's true. I look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
There's a song about it.
Don't look it up. It's not on Google.
Yeah, it was. I heard that unicorn because I went to Catholic school and they taught us that fucking unicorn song.
And the loveliest of all was the unicorn.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a religious song?
I've never heard of that.
It's a Noah's Ark song.
Yeah, it's a Noah's Ark song. You don't know?
How's it end?
I've never heard that song.
Yeah, I've never heard that either.
It's
super old song.
It's trying to explain why unicorns don't exist, and it's because they died during the flood.
Oh. How sad. Did somebody did they eat the dead animals when they died?
I hope so.
Is there anything in the Bible talking about what unicorn flesh tastes like?
Well, they died in the flood, so they didn't get to eat.
They couldn't make a stew?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to
Next thing
G-Man
you know,
instead
we'll be
of
able to
Billy.
pray in school again, and we'll be able to glorify Jesus in school. Yes, man. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Praise the
That is
Lord.
so not true.
I know.
I know jack shit about your country, but I know that's not true.
No, it's
I mean,
not.
if you're
Not
talking
even
about
close.
like teachers just outright indoctrinating the kids, if that's what he's fucking talking about.
He basically creates his own reality because we've had him on here. We've talked to him so many times.
He still thinks he beat me in that rap battle too.
Yep.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah. He is the worst rapper on earth.
But he thinks he's the best because he has God in his pocket. And I got disqualified because I used a curse word, a word of curse, which is against all of God's religion. So
what was it? Butt?
I think I said poopy head.
Poopy fart.
Poopy fart. No, I don't know what it was. I probably said fuck off, you ignorant Christian bitch. Something like that. I don't remember.
That was pretty mild.
I probably said something about butt raping Mary Magdalene in front of Jesus. Tell he wept the tears that I use as lubricant to make my solid rock hard cock enter his fucking private area in front of the camels.
So
the three wise
I'm gonna
men.
give you guys the link to this in the description of this video, or when I get home, I'll play the video where Donald Trump actually said, "There's no more separation of church and state." Atheists, guess what?
I like his wrestling entrance music he's doing.
That's from one of his rap songs.
It is
from like 4 years ago.
Oh no!
Yep. That's the hook.
Oh, so this guy like legitimately puts out music.
Well, I wouldn't say legitimately.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he has music that's available that we can listen to and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? I believe it was him and JF actually had a rap battle.
Wait, JF did
it was called Ethno State of Mind.
No,
oh no,
no, it was before he was talking about that shit. Because JF started out on our show back in the day. Like, he was a guest on our show for like years, and he did it was so weird to hear like a guy with a French accent rap in a rap battle with a black dude who sucks at rap.
You know JF beat him, right?
He did.
Yeah. Oh man.
What? Oh man, yep. I gotta hear that. That
it's out there somewhere.
JF actually stands for just flows.
Just flows. Damn.
Just flows. He just got flows. He just flows.
I did not know that.
Say what you want about his penchant for the alt-right and making love to retarded girls. The guy can rap.
Jesus Christ. I love it. Ethno State of Mind. That's fucking genius.
Yeah.
There is no more separation. Secular society, atheism growing. Wake up, guys. Seriously. All right? I told you, even before the man of sin is revealed, this country was actually going to have to get more religious before he comes on the scene. Maybe not necessarily to God, but the country has to become more religious. Now you're going to see atheism get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and I am so happy. I am so happy. It feels good to play on the winning side, I tell you.
It feels good to play on the winning side.
When the fuck was this a competition? I'm sorry, this isn't like some sort of a fucking sports game, as a sporting event.
That's how petty most Christians are,
man.
right?
The truth doesn't always fucking win, unfortunately, but that doesn't.
I've seen G-Man debate Matt Dillahunty and have his ass handed to him, and in the end, he's still like, "I won."
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter. Like, this guy lives in a reality of his own. He believes he's won every debate that he's ever lost. He's just kind of
believe me, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with. G-Man.
He's pretty much every fucking skeptic or anybody on the internet. Every fucking YouTuber thinks they win every time.
No.
Nobody can take an L.
This guy, like, he takes an L, and everyone knows except for him,
because he's a believer. True believers, they have unfathomable amounts of faith in themselves, in the Lord. They can't be pushed.
We had him on with Thunderfoot once too, and he was like, I won. Chalk up another win for the G-Man.
At least when he claimed he beat me in the rap battle, he used that I cussed, so I got disqualified. He didn't even say that he was like the better rapper. He had to say, "Oh, you cussed, disqualification." So
it's a good way to win, though. You know, if you just yell loud enough and fast enough that you can't hear anything the other person says, it's going to be like you were the only person with any points to even bring up.
Well, that's the best because he doesn't even yell. He'll sit there and listen, and then he'll say something fucking asinine about true Christians don't starve or some weird shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't listened to him enough, but every time I've heard him talking to people, he's like, "Hey, no, let me tell you."
He does do
that. Okay.
He does do that.
He does.
I didn't notice that with him, but I might have been lucky. I honestly don't follow him
on his
too
bad
deeply.
days. I don't know. It's not like I seek out the fucking debates that he's in.
I may have just caught him on his good day. Yeah, I haven't seen too much of him, so I can't. I haven't seen like all these him rap battle with JF and shit. I haven't seen any of this cool shit. So
I'm gonna look that shit up, man.
I know.
That sounds fucking great.
You should look that up for this stream.
Hey, why not? Pull it up. And he said that he has the clip. G-Man said he has the clip of Donald Trump saying this in the description. Did you see that?
No. I did not see it.
His description just says God is good.
Is that how disappointing? Because I would really like to see that.
I don't believe it actually exists.
I know it doesn't exist, but I at least want to see if it was something. Maybe it was just, he just leaves something there, and then people just see the link, and they're like, "Oh, that's good enough for me." Yeah.
Anyone that wants to check out the JF versus G-Man rap battle, just go to episode 179. DP episode 179. And everyone can see that, just in case you missed it.
Old school.
We'll move on here. Here's another really crazy video. This crazy woman on during the family Christmas party releases 1,500 ladybugs inside of this house. Here it is.
Don't you ever kill a ladybug.
But are you supposed to open them and pour them on your living room floor?
I wanted to text her
How many is that?
You don't ever. What is the matter with you?
That's Grandma's ladybug.
She didn't get one.
Don't kill it. That's Grandma's ladybugs.
She's got the ladybug jam pants on too. What sort of weird fucking Christmas is this where they just opened up candy and beef sticks?
How is that any weirder than the fucking insects covering the floor?
I mean, the insects, obviously somebody did some dumb shit there, but like it's just garbage food everywhere being unwrapped.
So I noticed it is. I noticed the ladybugs aren't moving though, and I'm wondering if it's one of those packages where like they'll like refrigerate them, cool them,
freeze dry,
hibernate them, and send them to you in bulk. So like if you have aphids and shit in your garden, they'll fly around and eat them. I wonder if it was that, and she like opened up the box. She was thinking it was some Mike and Ike's.
Either that or
dumped out all over the floor, and she was like, "Oh fuck, ladybugs everywhere! Don't kill them."
So you're telling me all those boxes are filled with bugs? They're not candy.
They might
it's just some psycho filled those with different types of bugs.
That's the stuff of nightmares.
For real.
I don't see any other explanation for this scenario. I mean, if you got something better.
Well, maybe she's just totally insane and she hoards ladybugs and she's like, "Oh, look, everybody."
Is there some pasta down there?
Who do you think would kill one?
Look how they all came alive.
Oh, they're moving.
They came alive. They were chilled. See?
They were dormant.
Look at their alive.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Get the vacuum.
No.
If she eats them, I'm gonna. No.
Get
They
the
should
vacuum.
vacuum them. That makes perfect sense.
You
Get
never
fresh
heard a
vacuum bag,
ladybug.
Vacuum them up and put them outside.
How are you going to get him up off the rug now?
They live here.
Oh, shit.
They live here. They live here now. This is their house.
They live in a carpet.
God damn it! 1,500 more mouths to feed.
They have enough candy. The ladybugs will survive.
Landon, get the fuck
Just
down.
remember that, Shirley, Sam, and Tracy. It's your house.
Why don't you put a towel down?
That dude's so
That guy-
pissed.
That guy's wearing a Michigan hat, Nuke, Michigan.
Of course, a Michigan Christmas would be full of beef jerky and fucking Twizzlers.
Now each one will have, and I'll have 1,500.
They're crawling up her fucking arm.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, this broad. Nope. She's got a problem.
She does.
Are you sure this isn't from Florida? Like, everybody there is fucking insane.
What I can't wait until is until they really come awake and start swarming all over the house.
Yeah, because they can fly. They'll be flying all over.
Yeah, they can fly all up in your face, in your nostrils. They're small enough.
Tracy, you need to hurry up and move these toys out here before you take Lady.
Did you like order these online? I did from my garden.
They're from her garden?
Oh bullshit! How could you? No way.
So did she bring these in, or did someone surprise her with them? Like,
I don't think anyone surprised her with them. I think she surprised everyone else with them.
That's crazy, broad. Why would she do this?
And she's got pink ladybug
she's
pajama
got
pants.
Ladybug jams. She's ready for fucking... She's got the candy there so that she should attract ants. She's having a bug party here. I'm not a fan. I'm scared.
It's going to be sad because the parents are probably going to throw away those Skittles.
There's a whole Pez down there too. Warheads.
Get the candy away from her.
Get the candy away from her.
Ladybug.
What's the last word in them? I'm getting bugged.
Please tell me you got that up. Oh my God.
Tim, that better not show up on Facebook.
Sorry, dude.
I'm telling you. I got fucking friends that go to...
Did it show up on YouTube?
Yeah, I believe this is where I got it from.
It showed up on Drunken Peasants podcast.
Obeying the letter of the law, then. It didn't show up on Facebook.
Yeah. It's probably there, too. It's probably everywhere.
It's definitely on Facebook. You know it is.
Her sweater has like these like black marks in it. I know it's probably just the yarn not tightly woven, but like all I can picture is the ladybugs have crawled up her shirt and are festering inside of her clothes, and she's about to like fly away herself when they wake up and get their wings. She's the queen of ladybugs.
That's what it looks like. Looks like she's trying to become them, and then she's gonna rule over mankind.
My ladybug
queen.
Yeah. I'm scared. This is like some weird shit. This is some apocalypse shit right here. Fuck G-Man and the kids being in school, religion in school being the end of the world. This broad's over here with a bag full of candy and a fucking stomach full of ladybugs.
This took it to the next level.
Yeah, this is the shit that I'm worried about. This is the aphids descending upon Earth from the heavens. This is the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah, this is Professor Chaos level ingenious.
I do not feel fine.
So the next one we have here is Gaming Nerd gets personal with GameStop manager after picking up his copy of Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
Oh, I only need one, but we need your photo ID too. That's what I'm saying. You know what? That's the name.
This is a man going his own way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You are so very welcome.
Somehow I doubt that given the attitude you're giving me.
Oh, no.
Somehow I doubt that. I survived Gamergate, you cunt. Don't give me your fucking shit.
This is like one of the few times each year he actually leaves the house. So when he has to have face-to-face interaction with a real person, this is how he behaves.
Not even a real person, a woman in his game store. So this is war to him. He spent the last 3.5 years calling Anita Sarkeesian a cunt on YouTube. And now he gets to use his skills in real life. Adrenaline is rushing through his veins.
Sincere, we do appreciate your business.
You won't get it again.
Fantastic. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Okay.
You got
Thank
your
you.
game.
Have a great
Thank
one.
You. Yeah, you too. Hey, you got that on video, right? He's very nice.
Yeah.
He dropped something on his way out, too, while he's storming out of there.
Pussy.
Damn, fucked up.
Right?
We have his business card.
Enjoy your game.
We all have his business card. You guys want to email him and thank him for holding up the line for you?
Right now, because you just threatened to give my public information.
Docs.
Okay. Oh. Your public information. So he's really mad now.
You just tried to give my public information. Is this Mundane Matt? Mundane Matt is pissed.
Look at her smiling too, man. She loves this shit.
Because she is prepared for this.
Then why don't you write down your name and phone
fucking YouTube?
That's fantastic. I have
Because
like
that's
3
what
phone
you just
numbers.
said, ma'am.
Oh.
That's what you just said, and you have no idea how to behave professionally. You thought this was a pissing contest, and guess what? Now you lose.
Oh, no.
Now you lose.
Of course she loses. She's a girl.
Yeah, she can't fucking. She just pisses all over the place, man. This guy's fucking straight
It's
in
just
the arrow.
unfair, dude.
You remember when V-necks used to be for guys that like fucked a lot of women?
Oh yeah.
And then
What do you
nerds.
mean used to be?
In shape, and their hairlines weren't receding and shit. You know, so.
Used to be a real handsome man could pull off a V-neck. Now this guy's coming in. He only has the V-neck, so when he drips his fucking ketchup off of his hamburger, it gets down on his skin instead of his shirt. V-necks are like nature's napkins, nature's bibs now. Just a little hint out there for all you neck beards.
We all know it's a pissing contest.
Okay.
So, how we doing? He's winning, right?
Well, because he can stand up. It's not fair. She has to squat.
Ma'am, I'm sure you have employers, and I'm sure they don't like the idea that you make fun of customers.
Nobody's making fun of you.
You didn't write
I
down
think
your
it's a
name,
little bit ridiculous that
Thanks,
you
guys, for
think that
staying
you
for
can
the
come and
show.
pick it up without understanding that you need ID, especially when it's paid off.
Ma'am, you need to write down your last name. When you lose in real life, you lose in the game. Yes, you do.
There you go.
This is the hero we need. This guy's taking it to the woman.
I'd be like, if you think I need to do something, then call the police and have them come and make me do it.
Fuck the matriarchy.
Ma'am,
isn't this guy just use fucking Amazon?
That's okay.
You need to give me your last name. Legally, she
You should.
Thank you. Thank you.
Legally, she doesn't, so shut up.
Except for trades.
Is that the Oya? Is that the game system that like was crowdfunded? And is it?
I've never even heard of it.
I don't know.
Obviously, this is older.
Huh. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto 5. That came out a while back.
Yeah, but what are those? Okay, no, I was trying to see. I was trying to get like a feel. Oh yeah, that came out in 2013. Yeah.
Yeah, so guys like this are glad that, you know, we've moved to digital downloads for most copies of games now.
Well, I'm glad this is an older video. I never thought this would get away in a post-Anita Sarkeesian world. I thought men have learned to tuck their cocks back and play their video games from the comfort of their own home. Don't bring this shit to GameStop.
No, and you can't go to tabletop board game places either without Anita Sarkeesian getting involved. Did you know that?
I heard you got outed for being a creeper, Ben.
Yeah.
You were creeping on Miss Sarkeesian. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Sarkeesian?
No, I ran into her in public.
And you took a fucking weird...
It was an over-the-shoulder photo.
It was over the shoulder. I see it.
Yeah.
That's super rapey, Ben. That's
That was
super
like, dude,
rapey.
she obviously feared for her fucking life, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, her security entourage almost arrested me. No.
Oh.
I think she was just mad because it wasn't a flattering photo of her.
She was mad because you didn't go up to her and, like, you know, put the moves on her. That's the problem with Anita, right? She's angry because guys are afraid to just introduce themselves to her and have a human connection with her. She's lonely. She wants a man that will give her what she needs as a woman. And no men will do that because she's so atypical. She's a conquering force, and guys are scared. That's why she needs someone like me. I'm alpha. I'll fuck Anita Sarkeesian real good.
Well, you know,
consensually.
I agree with that initially, and I did definitely think, you know, I think, not to sound sexist, but of course I'm going to sound sexist, that all Anita Sarkeesian needs is just a good lay. She just needs a good fuck, and then she would chill the fuck out. But here's the thing: at VidCon, she was giving shit to Boogie 2988.
Yeah,
and I was just like, she's hopeless, because how do you be fucking mean to that guy?
That's the worst.
There's something further.
Everybody on that panel wanted Boogie to be the token fat guy that just rolled over.
Wasn't Tara talking shit on Boogie recently?
I don't know. I haven't seen it recently. Tara Babcock? Yeah, she said something about him. I don't remember. I think it might have been. She might have been mad that his tits are no longer bigger than hers. Boogie's been losing weight.
Yeah, man. Fuck, dude. He's like half the size he used to be. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Let's see how this unfolds really quick here.
I'm not going to write down my last name.
I hope he had Dukins her.
I will explain to them.
Go play a game and steal stuff, bro. Go steal stuff in a game.
Go steal stuff in a game.
I can't believe people like you exist. Go shoot people and steal their cars. Bye.
I like how he's getting heckled by like everyone else in the store. He ignores them. All of his rage is focused on the one manager.
Because he's a man going his own way. He can't put up with this woman in a managerial position telling him what to do.
Oh, yeah.
That's against the patriarchy, man. Everything he's lived for was to tell this woman right then and there, hey, give me my fucking game. Put it in the
30
bag.
cents more than you, bitch.
He probably doesn't. He's probably freelance IT. I like.
I'm not. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
We want to interrupt the filming. It's fine.
Did she just solicit a high five?
Yeah.
Like that guy wasn't giving her a high five. She needed that high
He
five.
didn't want to leave her hanging.
Yeah, he couldn't leave her hanging after all that. But she was like, "Help me, give me a high five, legitimize my existence."
Before we move on, I want to let everyone know Streamlabs is open if you want to send us anything. It'll show up on the screen. At the end of the show, we'll actually do a dedicated Streamlabs segment. And also, there's a way to bypass Streamlabs. If you're a $20 patron or above, you can actually go into our questions section on our Discord and ask questions there. And I'll see them first. I have it open right now, but so far only one person has that perk. Damn. So the one person that has a $20...
They have all of our attention.
Yeah, they're not even in there right now, but eventually we'll be watching that and we'll answer those questions provided they're not absolutely crazy. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, here's some Alex Jones. I don't even need to set this up.
Yes.
Really important. And I know the last few days I said I would get to what the whole trans movement's about. And why if you say tranny, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, says they will ban you. I mean, we've had executives from Facebook and Twitter call here, and it's official executives and say, we don't want to ban you, but you can't use that word above all other words. And I'm going to explain it.
Above all other words, you don't think the N word's going to get you banned? I mean,
the only problem I have with banning the word tranny is using it to describe tranny panties, which are like granny panties but with a dick hole in the front. But I guess if we have to get rid of tranny panties, I'm okay with that. If it means people with tits and dicks feel better in this world, because I have a tits and a dick too. I understand.
It's funny? They ban all these words that are offensive to people, but the one word that we still use and we laugh about is midget. And it's totally offensive.
No, it's basically banned. Like there used to be this club in Hollywood. It was called Beecher's Madhouse, and they had something called midget bottle service.
I'm pretty sure I could type midget into Facebook all I want or Twitter and not get banned.
Yeah, because they still it exists in like strip clubs and pro wrestling, but it's being phased out because when the Beecher's Madhouse moved to Las Vegas, they changed it to little people bottle service. So now the little person flies out from the sky with a bottle of alcohol on fire.
Oh man, I thought you actually got a midget in a bottle.
No, they bring it to you. No, they bring you a bottle and then they sit there at your table and pour it for you.
Oh,
it's sweet. I like it. What's Alex Jones got to say about midgets now?
No, he's talking about tranny.
Oh shit! I was hoping he was going to say something about little ones.
Midgets.
I was just like, that's the one word that, like, you know, an identifiable group of people, a minority, is really offended by, but no one is ever like, don't say midget, it's offensive. I don't ever hear it.
We still call people fat,
Ben. If
Ben.
If you're a public figure and you say midget, you'll get fucking crucified. I know that for sure. But like, say, normal conversation, stuff like that, little people are so far off the radar right now, and it's mainly because they're not making a big fucking stink about things, right?
Well, not only that, they're being phased out because of the healthcare, the World Health Care. Yeah.
You mean like eugenics or something?
There's not as many midgets or dwarves, little people being born into the world as there used to be because of advancements in modern health. If I'm wrong about this, I feel like a total piece of shit.
They're starving because they're not being hired for movies anymore.
No, I heard that they're just they're not as available in the world.
That's
as they
what
used to be.
happened. That's what happened when Disney bought out George Lucas. I knew that so many midgets were going to go unemployed because George Lucas loves midgets and has them in his fucking movies all the time. Look at the movie Willow. How many midgets were employed for the movie Willow? Tons.
Yeah.
They had a whole city of medieval midgets.
Matt Madigan?
Yeah.
We should watch Willow.
Val Kilmer was one of the few non-midgets in that movie.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, little people.
Peck. Hey, Peck. Right?
Yeah, Peck was the equivalent of midget in the movie.
Don't call me Peck, I'm a midget. That's fucked up. The only reason I even used the word midget is because I grew up on pro wrestling.
Me too.
And it was allowed then, you know. Now the Midget Wrestling Federation is called the Micro Wrestling Federation, and I got a ton of little people friends. Some of them are cool with the term and some of them are not. So it's kind of confusing because I'm such a shill white trash pro wrestling looking motherfucking King Kong Bundy fat ass. I feel like I can kind of use the word.
You know, Billy was tempted to steal midget Kanye West's girlfriend.
Oh man, she was feeling me so cold. She was seriously, but like, he was so cool. I was like, man, I can't put the moves on her. I can't do this.
Wait. What is the where did you meet a midget Kanye West? What the fuck is going on? What is this?
At Beecher's Madhouse in Hollywood. It's like this club in the Roosevelt Hotel, and to get in the club, they have this door that's a bookcase, and twice a week the bookcase opens up, and there's this giant bar full of like bearded ladies, and this woman with gigantic tits. She breaks watermelons with her gigantic tits.
I saw that in your one video.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for perverts. If alcohol instead of candy. It's great.
See, they don't have shit like that up in Canada.
In Canada, there's like one town in Saskatoon where that's just regular, and everywhere else it's nothing like that in the world.
We don't have high midget or bearded lady availability, and I find it very selfish that you're hogging them all as your friends. You know, there's not a lot of midgets to go around, man. You can't just be sitting there like, yeah, I got a lot of midget friends. Yeah, you know, not to brag or anything.
Man, this is freak show capitalism. I can't just go around sharing all my freaks.
There's this girl that lives in Toronto that has no arms or legs. Her name is Nubs, and I've seen her like.
That's her real name, is it?
Yeah.
Does she do the porn?
There's even a song about her.
Is she the porn star, or is there someone else?
Her parents
She's not a
named
porn
her
star.
Nubs?
No, it's not her real name, but that's what everyone knows her as. Is Nubs, and you'll see her like she'll go up and down Queen Street in her like electronic wheelchair.
See, there's a porn star with no arms and no legs, and like she's basically just like they call her like fuck pillow or something. I don't know. It's weird.
How do you operate an electric wheelchair with no arms and no legs?
With your nubs.
With your they have nubs, right? They have little chicken nuggets on the end
to go backwards.
They have chicken nuggets where their arms and legs should be, right? But you can also do the blow and suck
Thanks
thing.
for ruining chicken nuggets for me.
I'm sorry, man. It's true. If your whole arm could fit in a dipping sauce packet, it's a chicken nugget.
What the fuck? Anyway, back to I don't even know. Like, can I even keep playing Alex Jones now?
Yeah, I would like to see what Alex Jones has to say about dwarves,
about midgets,
about little people.
You're gonna be disappointed because he's talking about trannies.
Oh fuck!
Men that want to be women or women that want to be men. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with something bigger.
Oh.
The most protected
bigger than little people?
Augmented humans, cyborgs, you name it. And
midgets in electronic wheelchairs.
Going to have humanoids, which again isn't a man and a woman with the chromosomes splicing together. They're already announcing the first baby with 3 parents to be born this year. They've been doing it for decades, but it's not a human. It's something.
So if they've secretly been doing it for decades, why would they just now announce that they've done it, for real?
For just now?
Yeah.
Because it's secretive before.
So why not now?
Because Obama opened up the portal to the disgusting in our country. He ruined decency for America. I recently had somebody call me a name because of how fat I am. I'm kind of androgynous. And there's the same thing between guys and girls where if they get to a certain weight, they all have tits and they all have like baby faces.
Ralphie May kind of had that.
Yeah, and they called me trans fat.
Well, trans fat to me means like if you're skinny, you're like a skinny person, but your soul or your mind is fat, or vice versa.
Okay,
that's how
because they were like, no, man, you lost everything that makes you stand out as a man or a woman. You're some amalgamated puff fucking blubber ball. They're like, you're trans fat, and I was like, that's fucked up, but I kind of agree with it.
So that means you're banned.
Depends how much fat you got in the pube area.
Oh, I got a puffy pubis, dude. I feel like I have at least 3 inches of dick buried by fucking pubis. Flesh.
I think they banned trans fat from restaurants in New York City, so you are banned from restaurants in New York City.
Well, it doesn't matter. I can't get a big soda there, anyways. Fuck, I want to eat in New York City for? They have street pizza. I'll get a street dog. I'll get some street meat.
That's actually it's funny that you say that, Logic. It's actually kind of dangerous to think about that because there is the way that they phased out trans fats in foods, the way the FDA did that. And you would see, like, say if it took on a new definition, like the way that people are describing you, Billy, it could get to the point where a fucking thing saying no trans fat or zero trans fat could be fucking offensive. Like, this is something that can actually happen.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid, but I've seen shit crazier than that. And so
I think if I was a whiny bitch peckerhead, I would be offended by someone calling me trans fat.
Well, actually, I think you'd be trans fit if let's say you're like, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, trapped inside of a fat man's body. You're trans fit.
Sure.
Well, no, the trans is literally just that I don't look like either sex because of how fat I am. I look like I could be a guy or a girl. I'm basically like an elephant David Bowie, like androgynous weirdo, right? I can't grow a beard. I can grow tits. My dick might as well not be there because there's a pubis puff that looks like a slit anyways where my unerect penis is.
Oh.
When it gets erect, it looks like a fucking sea anemone. Sea sponge. It's not fair.
Hit them up, ladies.
That's how I get my bitches.
I have gone to dinner with Billy, and I've seen the waiter or waitress look at Billy like, what do I call this thing?
Is it boy or is it girl?
Well, look at. Let me tell you something.
Hello, individual. What can I get for you today?
That's right.
Hello, fat.
Back in the day, I used to have really long braids, and I guess I'm women will say I'm blessed with curly eyelashes, but I say I'm fucking cursed. Like, they're just naturally really fucking curly. And so I had these long ass braids, and I didn't used to have any facial hair at all. So then every once in a while there would be somebody coming up like, oh, that's probably a lesbian, like, whatever. And I was just like, fuck. That happened to me 2 times in my life, and I was like, fuck, I'm never having fucking like long ass hair ever again, just because that it's just so it was just so like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I was like, wait, do I fucking look like a lesbian? And I started questioning myself.
Couldn't you
If
just
you
grow, like,
had
a
your
big
braids-
fucking beard to
I
compensate?
can't. My genes, man. I have fucking. I can't. What you see right now is what you get. That's
I can't
because
grow
you're a
mustache.
soy boy.
I'm 35 years old, and I can't grow a mustache.
Well, at
Yeah,
least
it
you have
sucks.
that fucking neck.
Yeah.
Shit going. I don't have that at all, dude. This is it. This is literally it. And
If you still had your braids, Derek, and you and I walked into a restaurant together, there's no way we could convince them that we weren't lesbian lovers. There's no way. They'd be like, okay.
I had a big fucking beard until like maybe a week ago, and I haven't filmed a video yet. But like over the past few months, I've been getting increasingly trans fat. Like, I've been getting the big like frog pouch under the chin, And I think people are going to be shocked. All of a sudden, I'll like make a video, and people will be like, "Damn, you got a bariatric surgery."
But how are they going to see it? Like, you haven't.
No, but I mean, it's a big fucking beard, so it puffs out my entire chin.
Oh,
under the mask.
Yeah.
I looked like a fat fuck for a while.
You're going to look like a shadow frog.
Yeah, if you animate it, if you take one screenshot from each of my videos long term, it'll be like one croak of that frog.
some black dyke. That's what someone's.
I started reading this shit. I was like, God damn it, dude.
Excuse me, Mrs. Goldberg. Would you like your check now, Mrs. Goldberg? Because Whoopi Goldberg is a dyke with braids, right?
I don't think she.
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg eats the pussy.
Well, maybe, but she's been with men too.
She's been with Ted Danson because Ted Danson said the N-word. So she was like, I'll be your fake girlfriend for a couple of months to take the heat off of you. That's okay, maybe Whoopi Goldberg isn't into chicks, but if she isn't, she's fucking up because she can get all the lesbians. She's primo lesbian, like lesbian catnip.
What the fuck happened to Whoopi Goldberg's eyebrows? I'm sorry, we're just like all over the place with this, but this bothers me.
Yeah, I have no explanation for that.
Just one of those fucking people that are just born without eyebrows. If that's, and I don't think that was a thing until her. Because it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I don't know. But she at least is one of those people that doesn't look like a fucking alien without eyebrows. Because most people, when they don't have eyebrows, it looks fucking weird.
Yeah, like Marilyn Manson, he like didn't have eyebrows forever. I don't know.
You can lose your eyebrows due to a thyroid issue, right? It's if you have thinning eyebrows, you should get your thyroid checked out. Anybody watching right now, it's your health moment. If you have thin or loss of eyebrows, you could have a thyroid problem, which I thought I would have a thyroid problem because of how morbidly obese I am, but my eyebrows are impeccable. So I'm just lazy and I eat too much.
Hey, Bill, I mean, obviously I've never talked to you on that level, but like, say, you ever thought about, like, say, like what fucking Boogie did, like a gastric bypass? Is that something that
not gastric bypass? I just started a diet at the new year that's pretty strict. I'm doing the keto diet, keto diet.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And I've been hitting under 20 net carbs a day of, like, basically it's just broccoli and shit that I'm getting the carbs in. I've been really strict, low calorie, everything. And I never really cared to diet before. I was always just one of those people that was like, I'm fat as fuck and I'll get fatter or I won't, but I ain't gonna change the way I live. And I live like a total piece of shit. I would drink and eat anything and everything just to, like, for entertainment. I was a competitive eater for a while, you know? It's just bad. So I don't need the stomach surgery. I'm gonna lose it all naturally. I'm just gonna do it because I'm a fucking. I'd never tried before, and right now it's been going for about a month and almost a month and a half, and everything's going really well. I can already feel my clothes getting much looser and shit like that. So.
Someone in the chat said, "Aren't you drinking a 40?" No, this is iced tea.
Yeah, this is unsweetened iced tea. I used to drink 40s all the time on the show. I'd come in and get a couple of fucking 40 high gravity. High 800 Hurricane. Yeah, the Hurricanes. That's what I was drinking. God. But yeah, this is tea for some black tea right here. It's very good. It's very good.
That's cool, man.
Before we move on, I want to remind everyone we have a new clips channel. It's Drunken Peasants Underground. You can see them in the chat here, and there's also a link below. We're going to start posting clips of the show up there if you guys want to check that out.
Little morsels, little nuggets.
Little nuggets. And then in a few weekends from now, I think like 2 weeks from now, we're going to go to the Dick Masterson meetup.
In Portland, and we're going to film our debauchery.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there like an extra day, right? We're going to be there for a Friday night. So.
Yeah, so we're going to film all the shit going on there, and then we're going to put up a special video for the $50 plus patrons, so check that out.
And if anybody's in Portland that Friday night, we're probably going to hit up a couple strip clubs, so just go to every strip club possible, and you'll probably run into us.
Let's move on. Here's...
Did Alex Jones say anything about the little people?
Well, no, he doesn't.
Huh.
I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about banning trannies. Like, he totally went left field and started talking about cyborgs and shit. What was that?
That's what the real agenda is. Maybe we should check this out.
Yeah. When you got three parents. And you say, "Oh, we just changed some of these genes over here." It changes the whole.
What is the three parents thing that he's talking about?
Like, I thought he was talking about like a surrogate or something.
He's talking about some kind of news report where they reported the first child with three parents born.
Like three genetic parents?
I think that's it, because obviously they can't, like, through sexual reproduction, they can't have No.
My Two Dads?
I feel like it's like a fucking like a surrogate maybe. Like you got sperm and eggs from somebody and they put it in somebody else or some shit. And then now you
surrogate,
have and then he read it and he was like, "Oh my god, the trannies. The trannies are coming," or something. I don't know. What the fuck, dude?
The trannies are coming. Yeah. Alex Jones, the Paul Revere of today.
Damn it, Alex Jones.
2 and 3 parents.
You start mixing 2 women. That's a whole nother subject because women have double the genetic code and then some. And then 1 extra chromosome, but also the mitochondrial DNA that the men don't even have. And so
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yes, I remember that from
learned that in 6th grade.
Yeah, science class.
They're creating new life forms, and they're just creating a stampede where you
know that's another thing Canadians do, and when I hear it, I'm like, that sounds weird. They put the grade before the number. Like we would say the 6th grade, they would say grade 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that Canada attacked the White House until I hung out with some
No. That's bullshit. That's not real. I don't give a fuck what you say. Canada didn't even exist when that happened.
Canada says, yeah, no, we attacked your White House. I was hanging out with them eating poutine up in Vancouver, BC.
That's some false narrative that they're taught in their
That's
history.
fake news.
Yeah, 1812 was a little early for that to be actually.
War of 1812, don't you know? We burnt down your White House.
Canada as a nation did not exist at that point.
Huh. So did they get the nation after they burnt down the White House? They claimed the territory.
No,
there's the prize.
Now that we got your captive flag, can we have our country here? Can we have this top hat, please? Can we be your parrot? Throw us a couple crackers.
Don't criticize that. And I made the joke a few weeks ago. You know, there's hundreds of new sexual preferences, and Facebook recognizes 50.
Okay, what the fuck does sexual preference and trans and all this shit have to do? I'm looking at it now. It's like they mix DNA from 3 people to create a baby somehow. You know, this is from Nature, so it's not like some bullshit source. Okay, fine. Like, what does that have to do with sexual preferences and trans people?
The secret to Alex
and the
Jones
word trans being banned from Facebook. Like, what the
and
fuck's
cyborgs.
happening?
And cyborgs is banned too.
I don't know. He brought up cyborgs
and nub people in electric wheelchairs.
Alex Jones never uses logic. His entire platform is basically like a 1980s coked up pro wrestling promo. And he just says certain trigger words that get the people enraged. And then he starts flipping out, talking about sea lions with extra big dicks coming to take your children. And then everybody's like, oh, God, yep, nope, he's right. Here come the sea lions. It's amazing how he gets away with this.
Been liking, there's been clips that have been circulating around of Paul Joseph Watson getting tired of his bullshit. Like,
yeah, I've seen that. You can see the expression on his face while Alex Jones is talking his weird sci-fi garbage.
And he's just like, well, I don't know about that, or I'm just going off of the information I have. And he's like, no, it's true. You gotta blame. It's like, it's so funny. It's the fucking best, dude. Like even that guy. It's like even that guy.
I don't know if you've heard Billy say this, but do you remember when Alex Jones came to Seattle and that guy threw the cup of water on him? I don't know if you saw that.
It was coffee.
Was it coffee?
Well, they said it was coffee. They said it was hot coffee.
And you actually know that guy.
Yeah, he's a pro wrestling manager out here, and he's booked shows that I've rapped on and shit.
Alex Jones recruited a local pro wrestling manager to kayfabe throwing hot coffee on him.
We think he recruited him, but this guy, he swore on Facebook that he wasn't a plant.
Oh,
he was
whatever.
Like, no, that was totally real. And I'm like, come on, dude, that's what a worker would say. That's pro wrestling.
Yeah, you're willing to
jargon.
get arrested for assault. I mean, like on camera.
But honestly, throwing coffee in Alex Jones' face, if you were a pro wrestler or a worker or a man of like public opinion, getting arrested for that would be worth it. Like, I would have done that shit.
I mean,
didn't Jimmy Dore spit on him?
Yes, he fucking spit on him like he was fucking Reptile from Mortal Kombat.
I actually got a Twitter DM from Jimmy Dore recently.
Was he trying to slide them DMs?
I was like, I was a little intoxicated one night, and I sent Jimmy Dore like a DM. And I was like, and I didn't think he was gonna reply. I was like, "What's up, Jimmy?" And then like today, I got a reply from him. He's like, "What's up, DP?" So I'm like, whoa, that's kind of weird. You know,
he wants to be your BFF now.
Yeah, one thing about Jimmy Dore I noticed is that he has an abnormally long tongue and he has trouble like keeping it in his mouth. I don't know. When he talks, you can kind of see like he's struggling.
Flops out.
Yeah.
I said,
all right, back to Alex
Will
Jones.
I get in trouble if I don't know the LGBTQTZ L394QQZ45 ABCDQFP? It actually came out in the news this week that people are saying it's this big long thing, and if you don't know that, you're hateful, and you've got to add each new group to it. And I'm just like,
nobody fucking
got groups
said
people
that.
No, none of the SJW type people even use the whole thing.
Well, it's they do LGBTQ, right? And then everything else is like, you know,
they put a plus or whatever if they really want to be inclusive about it. They put the plus on the end.
Ever since I became trans fat, I've been coining LGBTQ.
You got to put an F in that abbreviation.
For what? For
I was going to say
fat?
acronym, but I felt like an asshole.
Oh. LGBTQ. That's all you need.
BBQ?
Yeah.
Have sex with cars. I'm have to know what that group's called. In fact, you looked up the name the other day, Zach.
No one has suggested that people who like to have sex with cars should be added to this long string.
But why not though? Well, it should just be like your sex, any sex is cool as long as it's not with kids or I guess animals.
You know, earlier when we were talking about poutine, Billy was confused. He thought we were talking about something else.
Teen poon? Are we talking about teen poon, Ben? You know I love that teen poon. I go to Canada.
We say things backwards.
The age of consent used to be 14 years old in Canada. I was freaking out when I first started going there for pro wrestling. They were like, it's 14 years old. And I was like, this is not cool. And what sort of third world country is this? They're like, no, man, it's cold up here. We have to cuddle up with 14-year-olds. Fuck is wrong with you guys? There's just not a lot of cute women here. After they turn 18, they grow beards and become lumberjacks. I was like, dude, this is fucked up.
I'll tell you what, you sound more like you're from Minnesota when you do that.
Yeah, but
Minnesota
Minnesota is just
you, but I can't.
Minnesota is just escaped Canadians.
Oh man!
And then the headlines were Alex Jones says gay men want to break in your garage and have sex with your car. Nothing about gay men. Nothing about sex with. It was all about as they add all these new things, then make us accept it. Like this woman wants to be blind. We pour Drano in her eye, and the taxpayer pays for her to live as a blind woman. That's mental illness. Are we going to put that on there too? Well, it's happened. And it'll be like the national religion to go L3Q943 ABCQ PBLVQ543Z down to ... 34Q597.
Well, the thing about trans people is that their surgeries help them from like depression and killing themselves a lot of the time. So, like, I don't know if pouring bleach in someone's eyes would keep them from killing themselves and being depressed. But if that's the case, maybe it's worth giving up your eyesight not to be fucking depressed all the time.
Well, okay. All right, that's a little extreme for me. I will say, because I think there's a lot of people, from my perspective, that there's a lot of people that can afford therapy, and I think that helps a lot. I think there's a lot of people that just need to be talked to and thoroughly need to have conversations and really think things through, because that is a real story. There was a woman that actually poured fucking bleach in her eyes just because she wanted to be blind.
It wasn't a doctor that did it? It was just a crazy woman?
No, it was her. Just did her fucking self.
Okay.
Because I don't think any doctor in their right mind would ever endorse something like that or would be a part of that unless it's in some other fucking third world country. Like, sure, boss.
There's also people that go out and get HIV on purpose and stuff like that too.
Bug chasers.
Yeah. What are they called? Like
bug chasers. Yeah, they crave pause loads.
That's fucking insane. Like, but
I don't want to kink shame, but
I feel like these people need to be fucking talked to though. Just talk to them. Nobody's talking to them because they're fucking crazy. And they're like,
but nobody's talking to them because they're just
like, hey, maybe it's not, man. Maybe we can actually go to a fucking movie or something. And that's better than trying to get AIDS. You know, I think that's a little bit better. And then we, just maybe a little bit, only a little bit.
They just want a sick daddy to give them the pause loads. They crave it. It's what bug chasers crave.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, hey, whatever. I guess to each their own. Right? Never mind anything I said.
All right.
I mean, it's just total mental illness, but it's how you destroy a civilization. I'm telling you, it's like the South Park episode. You go have them, put a fake blowhole on the top of your head and a fin on the back of you. You're not a Dolphin, you're not a penguin.
We don't see any cases of that. I mean, like,
it was in South Park though, so it's
true. I knew a guy who I knew a guy who got all tattooed and pierced to like look like a cat.
Yeah.
And then there's also a guy named Eric. He looks like a lizard. He's the lizard man.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, there are very small cases where people will do that kind of shit.
That's why I think furries are better off just making the suits, right? Like having that shit tattooed. Although I saw a face tattoo yesterday that I loved. There's someone was complaining about Michael Bay giving the Ninja Turtles nostrils. So I went and Googled Ninja Turtle nostrils, and there's this fad of people putting like tattoos of Ninja Turtles on their nose because the nose looks like the
I've seen
classic
someone
Ninja
draw
Turtle.
that with a pen.
Yeah, I want that tattoo now.
Don't get it as a tattoo.
A face tattoo.
No,
that would be so ill. Like a Michelangelo on my nose and like his body going down my chin.
That's like the one thing that I'm fucking hating about. You know, I let people, like, you let bygones be bygones. You let people do whatever they want to do for the most part, right? And not hurting people. But like, there's this trend of people getting fucking face tattoos now. I'm like, stop, please.
If you get a face tattoo, you become a SoundCloud rapper. It's awesome.
That's it. Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately, you have a song up on SoundCloud after you just gotten the tattaue.
I want to be Little Puke with a Ninja Turtle tattoo on my face. That'd be fucking dope.
At least, okay, I'm getting pretty pissed off at Instagram and all the fucking all the ads that are on it now. But they did show this one thing, and this would be right up your alley. They have these temporary tattoos that last almost up to a month. So you can get that shit on your face and then really try it out and see how you're liking it, man.
Edward Thibodeau, have a good night, man.
I wouldn't even get a neck tattoo. Like, both of my arms are totally covered, but I wouldn't.
You wouldn't do a neck tattoo?
No, I have to have like at least a long. How long ago did you get it?
Like maybe 2 months ago.
Oh, I mean, like, that's cool. I'm fine with that. If you want to tattoo your whole face, I don't even care.
I don't have any tattoos at all. So like, if I start, I'm just gonna
start with your nose.
Yeah, just start with like my face and then do my whole body.
Holy shit! By the way, someone gave us a $200.
Yeah, I just shouted him out.
Holy shit! I didn't even notice that. Thank you, Edward.
Rapper who got Anne Frank tattooed on his face.
Oh yeah.
Why would he get a deaf, dumb, and blind teacher tattooed on his face? That's so stupid.
That shit was real, right? Did you see that? You see that fucking picture?
I didn't see it.
No, that's real. Like, that's actually, there's this. Oh yeah, we can pull it up actually really quick. But if you guys want to see that in the chat, like, look it up.
Anne Frank face tattoo.
The last time I was in Amsterdam, the people I was with, they were like, "Hey, you want to go to the Anne Frank Museum?" I'm like, "I'm too high, and that's too depressing to go to."
I just want to go there and smoke weed in the attic.
No, you're not allowed. It's a
can't?
museum.
Huh?
You can't.
Can I vape?
No.
Huh?
Can I vape?
I just want to toke up where Anne Frank masturbated and shit.
Oh my god!
I heard the whole book was edited because she wrote about her masturbation in the attic.
I mean, what else is she gonna do? You know, like,
I mean, where'd you hear this from?
The book was heavily edited before it was released. The Diary of Anne Frank.
Where did you hear it, though?
Yeah,
I think it's historical fact that they cut out all her like masturbation and weird kink shit she would talk about.
Alex, please, where did you hear this from?
Yeah. Source, please. Sources,
I can Google it. I don't fucking want to pull out my phone right now.
People in the chat are saying you're getting Helen Keller and Anne Frank.
I know. I was hoping I could trigger somebody to pay for a donation with Helen. It's Helen Keller, you big fat idiot.
I think it would be more surprising if someone never masturbated in their lifetime. So I don't know why it's a fucking shocker that.
Well, she like wrote in depth about it, and I guess they edited it out of her diary.
Okay.
Anne Frank's diary.
She had to do it in front of her parents. You'd stack up some fucking boxes.
Anne Frank's diary isn't pornographic. It just reveals an uncomfortable truth. Instead of banning the diary from schools, as Gail Horlick would like, we should teach girls not to be ashamed of their bodies. And then down here it says that she like used to bang herself with a fish. I don't know. Ben left the room, so it doesn't say anything about the fish. I'm lying. That would be.
You know, this reminds me of I think it was my freshman year of high school. My friends, for a project, for whatever fucking reason, they had to like make an album or whatever, and they made a hip hop group called the Anne Funk. And it was the stupidest, but it was the best shit ever because they just took a picture of her, like of what they have is like Anne Frank, and they put some like those shades on her and stuff. It was fire, dude. It was fire.
Was that Fuego? What do you think? What do you think? Was it Fuego? Was it that hot fire? Oh, yeah. Was it that flame emoji? What do you think? What do you think Anthony Fantano would rate that disc?
He would okay, when it comes to that, so since they weren't trying very hard, you'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Oh wow,
he probably give it a 7 out of 10. The way they gave Lil Pump a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like say where he doesn't have high expectations. So he's like, fuck it, that's pretty cute. 7 out of 10.
I'm giving him a soft 4.
7. Yeah, soft 4. Like my dick.
Hey.
Oh man. Speaking of Alex Jones, since we.
Yeah, you know what? He throws us on these crazy tangents. It's him. I blame him.
I blame Alex Jones for everything in this world. Donald Trump's a saint.
I think Alex Jones is what you would call necessary. He's one of those things that, I know there's a lot of people that absolutely despise him, but I think that they've laughed so much at his expense. And I'm thinking, like, would you rather him not be there? Because there's so many things. Like, there are so many things. And I'm talking about the people that like genuinely don't like him, like just really fucking hate him.
I mean,
I prefer him to Rush Limbaugh.
I mean, he's admitted in court, in public court, that he's all an act. He's kayfabe.
Look, Judge.
Totally kayfabe in that shit.
Don't take my kids away. I'm bullshitting, man. I don't believe in this transgender alien revolution. Let me have my kids every fucking weekend, okay? I want to see my kids grow up to a lesbian mother and have soy boy bitch tits on my son.
And it was like, Mr. Jones, you're not allowed to see your children anymore.
Oh, no,
Son of a bitch.
I was just kidding. I was just kidding. It's all an act.
I'll just make more. I'm a red-blooded American. I can fuck anything I want.
How great is it that his son's name is Rex? Like,
really?
You can't make that shit up, dude. Like, that's. I'm like, oh yeah, of course that's his son. And he had him on 2 shows. Saw the clip circulated around. He's like, oh, there's my son Rex, and I'm like, of course. It wouldn't be anything else. Like, and then like he has his fucking daughter Velociraptor and shit. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Of course Alex Jones would name his son Rex. I love that. I love that, man. I don't know, man. I'd follow him to hell and back because he's just such a good time. He's such a good time. Like, I don't fucking believe in I wouldn't like, not like in a way like, oh, I believe in what you're saying. Like, I want to follow you and shit. But just he's such a good time. I actually I don't know how many months ago it was, but I did this little I rapped over him saying, "You're a little bitch." Right? There was a clip of him reacting to Eminem doing the Trump disc, and he was just getting so fucking heated, right? And at one part, he says, "You're a little bitch." So I just isolated that clip, and then I just looped it, and I just did a little Alex Jones rap over it. So it's called "You're a Little Bitch" featuring Alex Jones, and it's I love it. I love this man, I really do.
Yeah, he's entertaining. I mean, I look at him as an entertainment figure, kind of the same way I liked Trump as an entertainer. I don't like him as president. I just don't like him as president.
Well, he really has no business being president. I don't think he himself thought he was going to win. I really don't. I think he was doing it all for credibility. He would walk away a bigger star than he was before he ran.
I think once he got the nomination, he thought that there was a good chance he was going to win, but not from the get-go. But if you go back and you look at 30-year-old interviews with him as a younger guy, he was talking about running for president back then.
Yeah, because that was something that would legitimize him in the eyes of the people. He's a businessman.
He was already legitimate, though. I mean, like he had a lot to do with a lot of skyscrapers being built in New York, and he owned the Taj Mahal, and he wasn't just a real estate figure; he was also a media figure too.
Well, that was part of his shill. That was the way he got his endorsements, was because he was the guy that legitimized you. The whole reason he puts fucking gold on all his properties, it's a gimmick. It's a pro wrestling gimmick, and there's a reason that he was such good friends with Vince McMahon, because he built himself to be bigger than he was. That's why at the roast of Donald Trump on Comedy Central, people could make jokes about him fucking his daughter, but they couldn't make jokes about him not having as much money as he claimed to have.
The jokes about him fucking his daughter came from him. He was the first one to make jokes about fucking his daughter.
Honestly, though, if I had a daughter that hot...
If you say if she wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her, that's the same thing as saying I'd be fucking her.
Yeah.
Dating is a nice way of saying fucking.
Yeah.
She's hot though. I can't hate.
She is.
I can't hate him for wanting to fuck her.
Very nice. I mean, I don't know, man. I still find that a little weird, but hey, like I said, to each their own.
I mean, if I'm willing to fuck her, even though her father is Donald Trump should be okay with fucking her, even if her father.
But you wouldn't fuck her if she looked like him.
No.
Okay. Well, there you go. She looks like his attractive European wife that he had years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck her because she's old, but I would fuck.
And her name was Ivana.
Yeah.
Ivana, Marla, and what's Melania?
Marla Maples, right?
Yeah,
she was
Marla
the one that wasn't deportable.
Yeah.
Yeah, this spun out of control.
Yeah, Logic is like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, I'm slowly starting to question that, but it's all right.
It's okay. It's what? Is it Friday night?
Yes.
Shit, you could be out getting laid right now, Logic. Instead, you're
I could be
here
in getting laid right now. I'm married, dude.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm married. I have a 3-year-old kid.
Don't dox yourself,
He's
dude.
doxing himself.
This made me like realize that I don't know anything about you. Like it could have been that. Yeah, that you. Holy shit, you're married. You have a regular life. You got a family. That's fucking crazy.
Well, this is actually good for a married man. Then taking a break, going on Drunken Peasants. This isn't too bad. I felt bad at first.
He walks around wearing the black suit all the time too.
It's hot, man.
Papa?
Winter, it's kind of
Papa, why are you a shadow human?
Well, baby, a lot of people do crystal meth, and after the 7th day, they see shadow people. That's what I'm here for. I scare them when they're high. Fuck!
Let's go find the skater and put a bullet in this fucking head.
Oh, you like me now?
I'm the only critter with the good kind of fairy drama. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
What the fuck is this?
So,
all right,
who here has made a rap song before? Hands up if you have, or say I.
I mean, I don't want it. You know, it's a little obvious, but yeah, me.
Are you
A
familiar
clone
with?
of me made a rap song. I think that counts.
So that wasn't actually you rapping?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Oh, see, I didn't know. I thought it was you.
Shout out to Poisoning the Well. Go subscribe to Poisoning the Well. They're not popular enough.
Yeah,
they're not. For some reason, I thought that was you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so cringe rap, right? Do you cringe when you see bad rappers, Derek? When you shit rappers, does it bother you at all? Or are you fuck it?
Oh yeah, I just found one of the worst rappers in the world just the other day, and I can't remember his name. Was like something like Tito or Tutu or some shit like that. It's I'll send it to you later. It's brilliant.
I physically cringe at some like unaware rappers that think they're the shit and that like they're not. It makes me cringe physically.
You know, Billy, you might want to talk to Logic about how to get over that 100,000K.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I just have to find a new YouTuber to suck off. That's how I get my views, man. I stole some from Onision. I stole some from Boogie. I stole some from Leafy is here. Who's the next fucking falling YouTuber I can snatch onto on their way down?
All right, so this is Dope Boy Slim. Dope Boy Slim.
Nigga, I'll be stunning. Nigga, y'all be launching. Nigga, I'll be popping perks all day for lunch shit. And I got that 40 cal clip with the Nina.
Before he started rapping about lunch, the angle he's at, I feel like he's getting high eating some Lunchables.
This isn't even in sync with the music. It's just like a random video of him looking really high.
How do you feel that he can grow a better fucking mustache than all of us? Fuck!
Like Aquafina, Urban Hustle too. Yeah, that's the domain.
And he has a facial tattoo. It looks like he has a $sign tattooed on his forehead.
Is it a $sign or does he have that unibrow mark?
I don't know.
It has to be shaved off.
Keep a 40 cal, call a steamer, cause it a iron route. Only time you get fresh is when you press your clothes. I'm getting to the money.
Do you think he has Down syndrome or something, or like some sort of mental retardation?
There's a possibility. Yeah. This is a little bit too much where I'm like, okay, I almost feel kind of bad.
There's no room for sympathy here with cringe rap. Sorry.
All right, I'm tough enough. Sorry.
Thank you.
Trapping.
Be a man.
I'll be on my.
Because there's a thin line between actually developmentally disabled and just shitty, cringy garbage rapper. So I don't know if
developmentally disabled. Where's the G-Man rap?
Oh shit. I put it out there so people can watch it. I could grab one of his raps really quick.
Oh no.
You gotta. There's this guy. You gotta look him up, man. His name's Tutu. Tutu, man. He's like Post Malone if Post Malone was fucking like on heroin and his auto-tune was just completely just off. It's fucking amazing.
Oh man, this guy. I'm not cringing so much with this guy because there's just a piece of me that thinks that he's mentally deficient. So I'm like, ugh.
This is the first time you've ever said that about anybody, though, that we've played.
No, because there's a lot of people that were actually mentally deficient, but then they actually had like dope ass cars and houses they were in. I was jealous. I was like, holy fuck! How can I cringe at this person when they're flossing?
So
they're stunting on me.
So how about this person? How about this person?
Here's me and MK's new song. It's called Nighttime. Alright, here's the
That
beat.
voice does not match that face.
Oh, hey everybody!
Right?
I already feel guilty about this.
This is dope as fuck.
This is the Juggalo kid. He's been on here multiple times.
Yeah.
And okay, so I don't know how he raps so offbeat, and he does so many cardinal sins of rapping. He raps under his breath. He does the back and forth like thing that people will do that's almost like autistic thing. And then on top of that, he never hits the beat when he raps. It's ridiculous. So you guys can see for yourself how wonderful this young kid is. He's the god of cringe rap, I think. And he's a juggalo, which is par for the course.
He's got the hatchet.
We creatures in the night. We go through the streets screaming at everybody that's out at night.
And by the way, he is a lot older now. He's like 7 years older.
We watched one of him as an adult, and he didn't get any better.
Nope, not any better.
But he had a feature from somebody who could almost rap, so it made it even weirder.
Yeah.
They sitting on the concrete sidewalks. We looking at them like we got red eyeballs. We like, you don't want to fuck with us, just keep looking away. You don't want to stare into our eyes, because then you're going to be blind and you're going to fall over and die.
Damn.
Does your butthole pucker when you watch this, Derek? Like as someone who raps, like I see this type of stuff, and just my body starts to give out when I watch it. And
Okay. See, when I see shit like this, I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny because it's so bad. It's like look at it's fucking cell phone. Look at the footage. Everything about it is just terrible, and I don't expect anything like less. Yeah, I didn't expect anything less. So it's just like, okay, there are people that like say, like I just put something in the chat. Like I want people to check out Tutu, this song called "Scoring," and this guy has a little bit of production value, and he's with the crew and stuff, and it's so fucking bad, and that shit makes me cringe because I'm like, yo. Nobody around you. Nobody's like everybody's just going along with it. It's fucking terrible. It's so bad.
I've made this point a few times. That is much worse.
They have the crew and they're all like bobbing their heads.
And there's multiple people who had to sign off on this existing. That's like the tall camera. I've given people points for tall camera.
So because Logic asked, we're gonna do G-Man. This is old school. We've played this on DP like years ago. Okay. So here it is.
From the vault.
All the lonely people. Owned.
This is a Lion Prime Beat production.
Hello, everybody. I'm not feeling kind of sour. I'm still owning these atheists. I'm preaching to the choir by making their
When people say rappers don't sing, they just talk. This is what they mean.
Did he rap? Did he rhyme sour with choir?
I think so.
The audacity.
So-called free thinkers feed you a bunch of turds. The scientific theories made up in Darwin's head are all these atheists dream while they're lying in their bed.
All he's doing is badly reading a script with like a higher vocal register than normal.
Yeah.
He's just reading it like awkwardly off a sheet. But he's talking like this. This makes it rapping.
This is pure fire.
A lot like this.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is
not pure fire, Benjamin. You stop it.
Wait till the hook comes, dude.
He's like breathing into the microphone. Everything's wrong with this.
Oh, that's the shit he did in the other video.
Why did he bother
So he
producing
calls
the
back
music
to it?
if he was gonna just do that over top of it.
I bet he stole it from somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it was some royalty free shit.
It was probably some atheist beat producer he stole this from on accident. Some godless creator that he accidentally robbed the beat from. Oh my God.
So Christians are crazy for believing in God, while Dawkins and Hawkins are doing Satan's job.
Dawkins and Hawkins?
That was actually that was a bar.
That was pretty good.
Dawkins and Hawkins. That was bar, G man.
Isn't it
That was half a
Hawking?
bar. Hawking, yeah.
Yeah.
Half a bar. A quarter of a bar.
Yeah, but got a job.
That was bar adjacent.
Dupree just wants to have his son. Strong atheists say there's no such thing as God. Red line's a goofball, just putting up a big facade. Red line, don't cry, just get used to it, kid. You're gonna keep getting owned by this evangelist.
God. Damn. That's wow. Okay.
I puked a little in my mouth, and that was more enjoyable than this
This is
rap.
probably the worst. This is the worst of the worst. The Juggalo Kid is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Oh, I hate saying yeah to that.
And the thing is, the Juggalo Kid, in that video you showed at least, he was obviously a kid. Right. And I can be like, okay, you're a kid.
He was
you
a
can
thick
figure
kid
this shit
too.
out over time. You're trying.
He was
G-Man
a thick
has
kid.
No excuse.
He probably had scraps.
G-Man is actually older than he looks too. G-Man is in his early 40s. So,
fuck.
Yeah.
Theists are sitting, watching, feeling all alone. We Christians have two words to say, and that's atheist owned.
Here it comes. Oh yeah.
How do you breathe as much as he does while you're talking into the mic?
It has to be like right here on his fucking lips. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't.
but I don't even understand how much air, how he can push that much air out of his face, even so.
Because he's
and at the tone, he's like, so it's like, like what the fuck is that, dude? That's weird.
I need you to know something about G-Man. When he raps, all right, you're looking down at the ground and there's two sets of footsteps in the sand right by the microphone. That's not him breathing. That's Jesus breathing when he raps. All right.
Jesus, take the mic. Yeah.
I don't think Jesus would be breathing that hard. He doesn't look that heavy.
I mean, yeah, it's a good point. Hey,
Jesus,
this is a
Jesus
really
was a
obscure
fat man.
reference, but this is really obscure. But he reminds me of. I used to be a big fan of these guys. They're called My Way Entertainment. And they did that video called The Juggernaut Bitch, like all those years ago, like 2006.
Oh yeah,
you guys remember that shit?
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
So
they redubbed the X-Men cartoons.
Yeah, exactly. And they did what they did. They also dubbed Power Rangers one. And what they did was they had Lord Zed rapping, and the same guy that did the verse over. Dude, it sounds just like him. Like that, they have the same voice. It's a really obscure reference, but maybe there's somebody that has seen this before. Maybe they know about their shit because they were pretty popular back in the day.
I kind of want to go find this.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty great. It's a part of it. They have this video. It's called Viral Disease, and what they would do, it was like Robot Chicken. It was like an hour. It was just random, but they dubbed like everything for like an hour, and it's just random clips of random different animes, and then they would take little breaks. And they had music videos of like Lord Zed and rapping. It was fucking ridiculous. It's pretty good though.
I want to see that. I'm gonna find that later tonight. Fap to it. Do we have to listen to more G-Man or
no? I think we're gonna move into like the final Streamlabs thing where people can send in Streamlabs and we'll actually pay attention to it for the last 10 minutes here. And then after we're done with that, Billy and I are going to go over to Twitch. We're going to do the post show there. If you have any questions you want to send in for myself or Billy or any of the guests here, feel free to do that now. So,
do it.
Do it. Do it. Anything going on in the world today that you guys are extra like worried about or excited about?
No.
Anything in pop culture?
Well, you know what? I'm excited because I think this is the year where the U.S. takes the gold medal in hockey at the Olympics and just destroy. Yeah, like I don't think Canada has a prayer. I think.
But you know what? I don't give a shit about the prayer because this is the year Canada legalizes weed.
It is true. No, that is true. And I'm thinking about going to Vancouver for that on Canada Day.
Oh, just because of the weed?
Not just because of that, but you know, Vancouver's a nice city and everything.
I really like it. I should get a passport. Come with you.
Yeah, you should.
We could do a little party and be seats. I can't eat poutine anymore.
I was just there on Canada Day last year, and it's a good time.
I've been in Canada for like 8 years. I used to go up there for pro wrestling like 4 or 5 times a month.
See, I grew up near Detroit, so I used to go to Canada all the time. And that one city that's just across the river from Detroit, Windsor,
yeah,
they hate Americans there because every 19-year-old American goes there to get wasted. So there's just like a bunch of drunk American kids.
You ever try and tip a stripper with a loony or a toonie?
No, I never.
Get pissed.
No, never did that.
Yeah, because they don't have dollar bills in Canada, right? So you have these dollar coins, these $2 coins. Yep. You have to tip them with a 5 if you want any sort of action. They will literally kick you in the face if you flick a toonie up their butt cheeks.
Face.
Yeah, you can't throw coins at their cooters. That doesn't get any sort of.
What if you get it to stick?
Taiwanese dog Jesus.
Yeah, we'll see if their comment got filtered or something.
Atheists owned.
No, they didn't.
Own.
That's crazy. We got all these tips and donations while we weren't paying attention. Oh, $1 on Patreon. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, we need the Patreon to grow to keep the show going. It took a big hit in the last month, so all the contributions that we've been getting recently, we really appreciate it. And if you want to get in before the end of the month, you can check out this stream where Billy hasn't drank in a while. Do you see the question, Logic?
Logic, when are you going to unmask?
I did that months ago, dude. That's like...
You did?
Like 6 months. Yeah, dude.
Then why do we have the fucking anime avatar up here?
Because I'm lazy and I don't have a webcam.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, I was masked for like 2 years.
I'm thinking about unmasking soon.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. Really looking forward to that.
So is this just like Hollywood prosthetics that you're wearing right now?
Yeah, I used to work on the set of Professor Clump.
Oh my god!
Was it Keeping Up with the Clumps? What was that Nutty Professor bullshit? I had my own face mask made.
I cannot fucking stand the Tyler Perry movies.
I went and saw.
Why do they keep making? Well, obviously people go to see them, but like they are so bad.
I saw Boo 2 Medea's Halloween in theaters, and it was like a weird experience.
I'm going to Thailand later, and all I can think is traps everywhere.
Go to Pattaya. That's where the actual girls are.
Well, maybe that's what they want. Maybe they want the traps.
Okay.
I don't know. They didn't specify, but
yeah, Pattaya is where you go there and you can get all these beautiful young ladies that have nothing else to do but fuck you for $20. If
prostitution is legal there, then what's the harm in being like, hey, show me what you got first?
Show me what you got.
Good point.
Yeah. instead of closing the transaction and then finding out that they don't have the parts.
Damn it! Well, I already paid for this. Yeah. I wanted a cheeseburger, but I got a chicken sandwich. So
tonight.
Well, I honestly think that's actually wouldn't be a big deal because one time I was when I was living in Greece for a few months, and when I came back, I first stayed in a motel before I moved into my new place. And there was a lot of hookers there. I was like, okay. One of them to solicit me, and I guess this is what she does. She fucking wears her dress, and she's like, "Hey, you're cute, blah blah blah," and she fucking just lifts her whole shit, just exposes her whole shit. Like, yo, you want some of this? I'm like, oh fuck, No, but hey, I appreciate that though. So I
guess they probably do that to prove they're not a cop for one thing.
Okay, yeah.
Is it not legal there though in Greece?
No. He was in L.A., right?
I was in LA. I came back out. That was when I came back. This was like when I just flew in. I was momentarily staying in a motel, and there was that's where I don't usually I've never been to solicited sex by like what is a sex worker? Is that what they're fucking called? Their titles?
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, sex worker could be anything. It could be a stripper. It could be a cam girl.
Yeah, that's why I say. That's why I say bona fide whore.
Someone said, "Hey Ben, do you listen to doom, sludge, stoner metal?" No, I don't. I really don't. I mostly listen to punk, like all the different forms of that. Someone said, "Get Chuggo on the show."
Come on, fucking guy!
Someone go tweet Chuggo. We'll get his ass on the show.
I wonder if he's still alive.
I think he is.
Good. Let's find that little fucker. Get him on here.
Street whore. I was reading the fucking thing. Prostitute, I guess, is the legal definition.
Well, I think they don't like prostitute either now.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, man.
Hooker?
They don't like hooker. I just.
You know how they get the name? You know how they got the name hooker? There was a general back in the day in the U.S. Army that was known for having prostitutes, and that's how they got the nickname
Hooker T.
Wait, but wait, I still don't get the correlation. Did I miss something?
His last name was Hooker.
Oh, okay, all right, gotcha. Kind of like what was it? Burnside. The guy Burnside was known for having sideburns, and then they're called sideburns.
Really?
Like
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's this fuck named Burnside. It's like, look up a picture of him. He has these fucking fat sideburns.
I'm looking up the General Joseph Hooker.
That's fucking awesome.
Bangarang. Justin Tyler in the chat. He's a music legend. Is Justin Tyler like Steven Tyler's sister or something?
Well, what are they talking about? Chuggo?
Eat pussy and smoke pan. This is just Justin Tyler was in the chat.
So we got about 3 minutes here, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We're almost at our goal, man. Can someone help us meet? It's like a little more than 5%.
Any more info on the episode 420?
We're doing it on the 19th. We're starting at noon Pacific time, and we're going until noon Pacific time on the 20th.
Yeah,
so 24 hours.
Blowout.
We're getting people in here. I think Billy said his one friend's going to come in and bake stuff.
My baked friend's going to get baked and bake some fucking dinner for us. So we have food in here so we don't have to leave.
Mr. Repsion, I think, is coming.
Yeah,
too.
Pimp Monk. I want to invite Mundane Matt.
Bad Religion song. I like Suffer. That's my favorite album. God, there's too many Bad Religion songs I like, so it's hard to choose.
I know. I feel you. I would say probably Sinister Rouge maybe is probably my favorite.
I just saw NoFX and Bad Religion and Goldfinger and Less Than Jake. They did a craft beer festival in Tacoma, and they ran out of beer. Like, how can you?
That's piss poor planning.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Fucking Goldfinger, man. That's some classic shit.
The guy who used to be the singer for MXPX is the bass player for Goldfinger now.
Not a crossover. I mean, it happens. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, Goldfinger's badass. I thought they were pretty good.
It just reminds me of Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah.
I mean, always think about that.
I used to love playing Tony Hawk on the Nintendo 64.
That was like the ultimate skate punk, you know. Oh, holy shit. We got $100. Yeah, you see it right there. Batty Boo donated $100.
Batman.
That was through Super Chat, so it doesn't count towards the meter, but I mean, we appreciate it all. So, wow, there's all kinds of Super Chats coming in now. Holy shit.
Fuck yeah, there is.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I had some habanero sauce today on some chicken wings, so it looks like I'm wearing lipstick right now. This isn't lipstick.
My lips, looks like it.
My lips just chapped,
you know what?
dude.
I never thought that my personal Patreon would get over $2,000, so I told the subscribers to my personal channel, like, oh, I'll dress in drag if I get over 2,000. It happened. So now I have to do a stream dressed like a woman, and Billy's gonna be on it too.
Not as a woman though, just as a trans.
Well, if we
fat.
get to 3,000, you said you would.
Yeah, I did say that. My personal Patreon. If I can get my personal Patreon to $20, I'll blow every subscriber, every patron.
Yeah, I don't even
to completion. I'm
I
kidding.
understand you guys how you guys fucking like people. I don't know what it is. People just don't. Well, when the adpocalypse first happened, it was like, oh, here's some money, right? Here's some money, and then my Patreon was like pretty high, and then like I kept going, and it's like, oh, everything seems fine, and then a couple of things happened. There was a thing with Sam Harris and somebody else, and then a bunch of my fucking supporters, because they're so avid, like, oh, free speech, and how dare you take them off of the platform. So like, a lot of them fucked off, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I totally get it. That, like, you do whatever the fuck you want with your money, especially if you don't want to support this. But like, I lost, like, when it was I forget who else it was. It was fucking Lauren Southern. That's what it was. It was Sam Harris and Lauren Southern got fucked. Their Patrons fucked with, and then I lost like half of my fucking support because of that. Like, as a result, like, not it was like, it wasn't instantaneous. But after that shit, it was just a bunch of people sent me messages. I'm fucking leaving. Fuck this place. I'm like, oh, bye, guys.
42 is the answer.
Well,
my Patreon dropped a few $100 then too. Yeah, it was shitty.
When they were doing those fees that they were planning on doing the fees and a bunch of people left. That was bullshit. By the way, we're getting fucking inundated right now. Like,
yeah, you guys,
we're over 500 now. Our goal was 400.
Do you think they really thought I was gonna blow them?
I almost maybe.
I was a joke, guys.
That's a verbal contract.
Yeah.
Man. There's if a woman can invite me into her home, invite me into her bed, get naked, put my fucking dick in her hand, and then say no after we've gone that far, then I can say I'll blow you online for money and then take it back. Shit.
All right, so
yes,
I guess.
Not once the money's already paid, man.
Shit, I guess money's the great equalizer here. Once I talked about the cash, I have to suck the fucking ass.
Oh, yeah. Get them habanero lips ready, man.
Man, that sauce makes me look like I'm wearing fucking lipstick, and it pisses me off.
I don't notice a difference, honestly.
You don't? No. Am I always just naturally juicy?
I just thought you were always wearing lipstick.
I don't know, man.
A little bit of gloss.
Holy shit! Okay,
I don't know, man. It does. I see the sauce, man. That's.
It just burns too. That's the thing. Oh, Batty Boo.
Yeah, don't put yourself in the poorhouse just to give us money.
Don't put yourself in the poorhouse just to put us in the fucking penthouse.
Yes.
But if anybody was going to be in the penthouse, it should be all of us. So
we should all be in penthouse?
Yeah. Ben, you trying to get me naked again?
I don't need to try.
I hate how sure you are of this.
All right. So, I don't want to keep these guys too much later. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let them go. We're going to end the show. I'm going to play something for our $15 plus patrons. All their names are going to display on the screen. Me and Billy will be on Twitch in about 10 to 15 minutes here. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to do the post show on Twitch. Link in the description. Check it out. And thanks to Some Black Guy and Logic for being on. Check out their channels. Link in the description.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, have a good night, and you're always welcome back.
Yeah, it was fun. See ya.